Hi, welcome back to Bible in a Year. We are in Jeremiah 49 and 50 today, June the 23rd. And this passage today, the thing I think it would be good to reflect on is just this whole subject of humility. Because one by one, as God speaks out against these various nations, there's a theme that seems to keep cropping up, which is where God is humbling these nations who seem to think that they have some strength. So he talks about, I will strip Esau bare, and then he talks about the terror that you inspire, the pride that your heart has deceived you, though you build your nest up high. And then it goes on, later on, their camels will become plunder, their large herds. So they feel like they've got something, but he's going to scatter all of that and get rid of that. And I will break the bow, it says, of Elam, like that sign of their own might. One by one, it's like God goes through. It's like your crops, your ability to fight, the position of strength that you think you have, I'm destroying it. And I think what would be great for us to reflect on is just humility today. That again and again in God's word, he says, we're told, humble yourself before the Lord. And we have a choice. It's like God invites us in. Don't wait to be humble. Don't wait until circumstances bring us to our knees. But let's choose an attitude of humility. And what does it mean that we humble ourselves before God? A great quote on humility is that humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. So it's not that we have to have a bad self-image to be humble, not at all, but instead we know who we are, we know that we belong to God, we know that we are mighty in his name, but we're choosing not to self-obsess, we're choosing not to make everything about us. And instead, as God's people, one of the ways that we humble ourselves is we choose to think about him, we choose to prioritise him, and we orchestrate our lives around him, and we elevate him. He is mighty, and we bow the knee before him. I mean, that's another picture of humility. If you think about a position of humility, almost certainly it'd be one of bowed knee. That's one that we can choose, that we don't, again, wait for circumstances to humble us. But in our everyday life, whether things are going brilliantly or things are really tough, that we choose that attitude before God of knee bow, I'm surrendered before you, you are God, I am not. So let's choose for ourselves today to humble ourselves before God. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.